guys, Eden here, and welcome to this month's Q&A. I'm so sorry, I'm so late with this. I didn't even realize that I hadn't done the Q&A for this month. I'm really sorry about that. It's just been a crazy few weeks, and I wasn't expecting so much to happen in such a short amount of time, and you guys have just been amazing, and I cannot begin to thank you enough for sticking with me all this time and just being such a great audience, a great support group, and just overall being great people in general. And I'm so happy to have each and every single one of you as part of my channel and my community, and everything that we have grown and achieved together. It was all together. I couldn't have done it without you ever. So like I said in my video, love the reading that I did, the feels pasta, all that I do, you guys are my inspiration. So again, I'm really sorry that it took so long for this, so we're just gonna jump straight into this, okay? And hope for the best, alright? Alright, so first question from my friend, Archgamers. He asks, where is my left sock? I haven't seen it since like Saturday. It's really odd, so yeah, use your psychic powers, please. Taylor, I don't know where your left sock is, but I really hope you found it because it's been a month since you asked me this question, and I hope you have other socks in general. But yeah, let's see. And his actual question is, are you learning any languages? Do you plan on learning languages? I am not currently learning a language. I do know English. I took Spanish all through middle school and high school. So I understand it pretty well. I'm not as fluent speaking-wise as I was, and when I did speak it, it was the formal Spanish that I learned with the intermittence of Latin America. Do I plan on learning languages? I would really like to learn Dutch or German. Maybe Russian? I don't know. Like, there's so many different options. I probably should learn Chinese, though, specifically Cantonese, because I have some friends who are Cantonese, and if not Mandarin or Cantonese, I think I should learn Japanese. Fully learn it. Right now, it's kind of a pidgin Japanese that I know, because I'm fluent in Korean, so it's kind of an intermittent type of thing that I know the languages. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I think I might do. Alright, next question. This is from Froggity Lob, who also was in the last Q&A. I love that you asked me questions. Their question is, are you a Whovian, Sherlock, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel fan? Well, I will have to say that I am all 3, 4 of them. I love Doctor Who, I love Sherlock, and I did love Buffy the Vampire Slayer when it was out. As for Spike and Angel, I was always a bigger Angel fan. I guess because I was just kind of introduced to him, and I was always a sucker for the melancholy type depressed characters. Although Spike did make up for all of that later on with his witty personality and his overall aggressiveness. So, I don't know. I think it's just a kind of pros and cons for each of them. So, yeah, I guess that answers that question. But yeah, I'm definitely a Whovian and a Sherlock and Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. So, alright, next question. Jessie Me asks, if you could visit anywhere, where would it be and why? Well, I've already been to England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. I haven't been to Japan. I haven't been to Korea since I was born there and since I left the States when I was 5. I'd love to go to Belarus, Russia, because I have some really good friends there. And I would love to go to the Netherlands, just because it's a really beautiful place, and I think it would be awesome to go back again, because technically I've been to Amsterdam, and technically it's in the Netherlands, so I don't know, it's really weird. I've also been to South Africa, so I wouldn't mind going back to Africa. I haven't been to Egypt, well, not for a very long time, and I kind of pit stopped there, you know. I would like to go see the Berlin Wall, or what's left of it. In Germany, and I don't know, I'd like to actually properly visit France. I went and saw the Eiffel Tower. Like, I went to Paris for all of like a few hours, It was one of those quick trips that we stopped by through on the way down. And I've been to Spain. I wouldn't mind going back. I'd like to go to Peru. But I guess my main ones would be, I would love to go back to Ireland. I'd love to go to the Netherlands. And I would love to go to Japan and Korea. Those are my main ones that I would really like to go visit again. Or see in general. Alright, next question. Jamie Nielsen asks, did you draw your avatar? Yes, I did. And do I look like my avatar? No. That was answered in a previous Q&A. I do not look like my avatar at all. I do not have red hair. I don't wear glasses regularly, and I quit smoking years ago. But when I drew that picture, it was just kind of on the fly, and I was messing around with watercolors on Photoshop, just kind of figuring out how I would blend soft colors together, because when I do draw, I tend to draw in a very 80s, 90s style. So, yeah. Alright. Thunder's Horror asks, what is your favorite music artist? Do you like Coldplay or Imagine Dragons? Well, I like both of those bands. I like a lot of progressive rock, indie rock, just indie music in general. I like hip-hop, R&B. I'm not a fan of country music. Even though I grew up in the South and I live in Mississippi, I am not a fan of country music whatsoever. It's just really tiresome on the ears. I can't deal with it. He also says, I don't know if this has been answered yet, but how old are you? I'm 29. Also, do you like to play Minecraft? I played Minecraft for all of like an hour. I'm not a big fan of Minecraft because, at least vanilla Minecraft, because I just don't like games like that in general. The constant milling for things and having to gather resources and build a community and all that stuff. It's just really, really tiresome. And it's even more boring when you're doing it by yourself. I don't know how people can play Minecraft by themselves. Like, I just don't get it. And I don't know. I can't really fathom it. Do I like Dragon Age Origins or Halo? I love the Dragon Age series. Oh, I could geek out about it for like a good little minute. I'm not going to. I will resist the urge. But yes, I do love the Dragon Age series. Most games by BioWare I do enjoy, including Mass Effect. I cannot wait for the new Mass Effect game to come out. Let's see. As for Halo, the last game that I played Halo-wise was Halo Reach, and I really enjoyed it. The story was really good. I loved the idea of the Spartans, and Emil is a character that was very different and new, and I was really, really sad well, no spoilers. But if you haven't played Halo Reach, I suggest you play it. It's really cool. And any suggestions on starting your channel? Well, first off, I don't really know what your channel's about. Depending on what kind of audience you're gaining or you're trying to reach out to, if you're doing narrations, just make sure that you have a good microphone, you have good recording software, you have a video editing program that you can use. I don't know if you're using a PC or a Mac. I know on a Mac you have, was it Garage or some GarageBand or something like that, and then you can utilize iMovie to make your videos. If you have a PC, most PCs come with Movie Maker. I use Sony Vegas Pro 13.0 with the occasional Adobe Premiere CC and utilizing After Effects and stuff like that, but that's only for like the big scale stuff. Mostly my AMVs. My recording program for my gaming stuff, I use Bandicam to capture my video games. For streaming, I use OBS. For my audio, I use Cool Edit Pro for my gaming. And for my narrations, I use Adobe Audition. So it really just depends. I know a lot of free software like Audacity a lot of people use. I'm not a fan of Audacity because the limitations that it presents with me as far as recording and being able to edit and filter through things and just play a lot with audio effects. Just, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Audacity. I hated having to use it during my early days of voice acting recording back in the day. So I guess that's just about it. Make sure you have a cool banner. Try and come up with a mascot or a name that is unique to you. I'm assuming it's Thunder's Horror, so you're on the right track as far as that goes. And your avatar is pretty kick-ass too. So I guess that's the only bit of advice that I have, and just keep doing it. Do it because you love it, not because you're trying to gain views. Just do what you love, and if you love what you do, then other people will see it too. Alright, next question. By Chaotic EXV. Will you go on a first date with me, then marry me? This is a running question in every single Q&A lately. I think it's gonna be more than just a first date, then marriage and all that good stuff. So I will have to say, thanks for the offer, but until I can meet you face to face someday and we can figure this out, I'm gonna have to decline. But thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, next question is Element asks, do you believe in ghosts and aliens and stuff like that? Yes, I do. I do believe that there are spirits. I do believe that spirits do exist in the world, that they have remained on this plane of existence for whatever reason, whether it's because they have unfinished business, whether they're in the process of reincarnation, I don't know. I do believe that there are good spirits and bad spirits, spirits that are just confused. It really, I don't know, it just depends. But I do believe in the paranormal. And I do believe in aliens, because God, how arrogant do you have to be to think that you are the only one, the only sentient race in the entire known galaxy, and the entire known universe out there, and the universe is just massive, it's so expansive. Like, why would you think that? Like, why would you be so arrogant to believe that we are the only sentient life form out there? I just don't believe it. And so, yes, I do believe in aliens. I do believe that there are life, there is life on other planets. And will we be able to make contact with them someday? Have they made contact with us? I don't know. I mean, there's so much evidence to point out that, yes, they have probably come down here to this godforsaken planet and, left their mark on society in some form or fashion. I mean, how do you explain the fact that we can't replicate the pyramids after all these years and with the advancement of technology? There's just so many theories like that. For those of you who haven't watched Ancient Aliens on the History Channel, you should totally check it out. It's very informative, and there's so many theories out there. So for all you conspiracy theorists and for all you theorists in general, you should definitely check it out. It's a great show, very informative, very curious, and it definitely makes your little mind tingle with questions. I love it. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Yes, I believe in ghosts, and yes, I believe in aliens. Alright, Rob Wiley, and God, I hope I'm saying that right, Rob. I really am. If I butchered it, I apologize right now. Which Final Fantasy was your first? My first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy VII. Like you. I loved it. I played it when I was 13 years old. If you go and watch my second Q&A video, you'll hear about the Final Fantasy story. Either in the first video or the second one. I'm pretty sure it's the second one, though. It was awful. About how my dad accidentally deleted my Final Fantasy save file, and I was devastated. I went back and played Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI, and it wasn't until later on that I ended up playing 1 and 2 on the PSP, and I ended up playing Final Fantasy V on an emulator. They just ported Final Fantasy V to Steam, as well as Final Fantasy III, as well as Final Fantasy IV, and there's a new Final Fantasy IV, like the After Years game that I really want to play, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII was my first game. Alright, next question. One gamer asks, why did you start this channel? Originally, when I started this channel, I was intent on being a YouTube artist and gamer, primarily gaming and art. At the time, with the gaming community being so saturated as it was, I was happy for the small amount of people that I had, but voice acting has always been my passion, and I was kind of weak in the commentary aspect as far as gaming goes. I've gotten better. If you watch my Remember Me Let's Play and then you watch my Tomb Raider Let's Play, like, I've clearly gotten better with my commentary, and I will continue to get better as I continue to game. But the main focus of my channel now will be my narrations, my art, and my gaming. My narrations being the primary thing, and then gaming and art kind of intermingled depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, that's the original reason why I started the channel. and to just kind of showcase my skills as far as like music video making for anime, and to just talk and get to know everybody and just to connect with people. So that's the main reason why I started this channel. Alright, Neon Ghost Wolf 88 asks, do you like Sailor Moon? Yes, I do. I used to be a humongous Sailor Moon fan. I mean, technically I kind of still am. I just don't watch it. I haven't watched Sailor Moon Crystal. I don't plan on watching Sailor Moon Crystal just because I grew up with the manga and I watched the old show that came out by Deke. So I don't really know how I feel about it right now. But I will say this, my friend and I were such Sailor Moon geeks, like, she and I combined, we make up the Sailor Moon lexicon, so that just goes to show you how much of a geek I was when it came to Sailor Moon. Alright, next question. Danny Morris asks, is your channel's name named after the Final Fantasy VIII Guardian Force Eden by any chance? No, it is not. It was called Studio Eden because back in the day when I was doing amateur voice acting, I needed to have a studio name to fall back on, and before it was Project Pi-chan, and as the months progressed, I realized that Project Pi-chan kind of sounded stupid, and then I wanted something a little bit more professional, because when you created clips, even if it was just you promoting the clip or producing the clip out, you needed to have a studio name, and so that's why I called it Studio Eden, and it's pretty much just kind of stuck since then. I haven't even changed my logo since back then. Isn't that weird? I should probably make a new one, but I really love it. Like, it's just very simple and clean, and it's got a nice little flourish in the background behind the words, so I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. It's the blue at the end of the slate that I will show you guys at the end of the video here. Alright, and last question by Anonymous. This was submitted to me via email. And they ask, excuse me, when will you do an official face reveal? I will do an official face reveal, I promise, and you heard it here, guys. When Eden reaches 100,000 subscribers, Eden will give you an official face reveal. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise, I will give you an official face reveal. Until then, just be patient with me, okay? And it will come, I promise. I will not renege on this. I promise at 100K, I will release a special video revealing my face, okay? So is that good enough for you guys? Awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. I cannot believe we have made it to 9,000 subscribers. As soon as I get done editing this and putting this out, I will be working on the next episode to Higanbana. I know a lot of you have enjoyed my narrations of that, and for those of you who don't realize it, I don't think you guys know, but when I record Higanbana, I do it live. I don't edit it. I don't fix my mistakes. I don't clean up anything. It is just straight narration non-stop. So if there's any mistakes in the video, it's because I don't bother to edit it out. I just sit there and read out the entire chapter non-stop and let you guys enjoy the story and let it unfold for itself. And if I trip on my words, I'm really sorry. I try not to, but when you're reading for over 2 hours, you're bound to make a mistake somewhere, right? Alright, so with that being said, that's the end of this month's Q&A. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really, really love all of you. I appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you so much for supporting me. And looking forward to see you guys in the next video, okay? Until then, take care, alright? See you next time. Bye!